Hi, welcome to Survival Skills. This is 2 days in a row. I haven't done this for a while, but I wanted to do another video today because I upgraded my hardware server to 116 yesterday, and I got a couple of things to do. But I thought you might like to see what my new Nether looks like. For those of you who've been watching, for those of you who have been watching for a while, um, I may have shown the previous Nether, the fortress, the blaze farm, stuff like that. Actually, in my last video, my last video, I showed you the blaze grinder that in the Nether in the fortress. Um, I showed off the overworld grinder, but we took a stop over to the fortress grinder as well. And well, that's all gone now because I regenerated the Nether. So let me flip around here and we're going to go step through the portal downstairs, and I want to show you my fantastic new portal location. So I was wondering one of the things I was wondering is if after the upgrade it would just be the same Nether, like where the fortress nearby and all that, with a facelift, right? Or if it was going to be something completely different. And so I was excited to step through this portal and see what it was going to be. And here's what I got. So it's completely different. I have not explored yet to see if there's a fortress anywhere around here. Um, let me check my view settings, by the way. Yeah, my render distance is 32 chunks, so you just got the Nether haze that you know I can't. Oh, I've got my server set I think for 16 too, so I can't see more than 16 chunks. Um, so anyway, I'm gonna have to go explore and walk out that direction and look around out there to see if there's a fortress out there. But let me do a flip around here for a second so that you can see where I am. So this is where it generated my portal. And I checked these locations, and um, I thought maybe I would need to relink this portal, but it turns out that this location here, the X and Z coordinates of this portal, are correct. So it's where it should be compared to the overworld portal. Um, and Minecraft had to put it up here in the air because there's no solid blocks. There are no solid blocks underneath. So it generated it right here. So I need to, I'll probably go, let me flip back into first person. I'll probably go back up into the roof, to Y115, up a, up to Y115, and put it up there because I want to start a Nether hub. Now that we've got the Nether regenerated, I can make some changes here in the Nether. I've been holding off because I didn't want to wipe them out when I did the regeneration of the Nether. So I'll put start the hub up there because the Nether isn't likely to change for a long time now. And then I'll drop some sand down there and sand my way down there, make a path over to there so I can climb up, and then I can go out here and explore. So I kind of like the location because it's not buried. I was in another world and the Nether portal was just buried in Netherrack and everything was buried. Talk about boring. So this is more open so that I can go explore and wander around. So that's the spawn I got. Striders are awesome, by the way. I rode Striders for the first time the other day, and you got to have one of these if you're going to be in the new Nether. It's a little bit like it sounds scary, but they're not scary at all to ride. Put a saddle on it, get yourself a fungus on a stick, and it's real easy to ride these things. Just don't dismount while you're out in the lava. So no better way to explore around you than to hop on a Strider. So we'll be doing that. And so that's that. Now I wanted to show you the other portals because we've got a group of portals that are near enough to each other that they link up in the Nether. So let me go to over to my swamp home. So I don't really need to sleep. I'm in creative for the video, so I don't have to worry about getting mobbed. So this is my, sorry, let's go back through here and show you where I am. I'm in the swamp. I think I did a video, 2 videos ago, I think I showed this build over here. I've got to take you back over there because um, Nancy finished that chapel. She did the downstairs and it looks absolutely beautiful. And she's got a villager breeder over there, a fantastic villager breeder. It's an Impulse SV breeder, but she put her own touches on it and did some things that I would like to talk to you about because these are things that everybody should do to their breeders. So I'll show you that, and then she's going to do a really nice build on top of it. So she's getting ready to do that. So we'll be coming back here, and then I'm going to do a build over there with the new blocks, the mythical sausage, like a fantasy build over there using the 116 blocks. I've been putting that off because I wanted to wait on 116 to get the new blocks. And then you didn't see this last time, but I did one of his towers, and I don't want to fly over there today because it'll make the video too long, but we'll take a trip over there as part of like a world tour type of thing. We'll capture the swamp area and all this new stuff in the swamp area. So things are starting to form up here, starting to look good. Do want to get some houses, you know, along the edges here, but you know, it's going to look really good once we do that. Did a little turtle farm too because I like turtles. Don't need it for anything. Just like to see turtles swimming around and like to see them relaxing on the beach and stealing my boat. I just like turtles. So anyway, and, that was a little on the side, but I wanted to show you where we are. So this is my swamp portal. So what I did was I checked the coordinates on here because I wanted to see when I step into the Nether if it puts this where it's supposed to. If it generates the Nether portal where it's supposed to based on these coordinates. So where I expect it to put the Nether portal is if you take a look at this screen and you look on the right hand side, it says that I'm pointing at targeted block -3017 and Z of 254. You don't need to worry about the Y, just the X and the Z, okay? Now if you take and you divide that by 16, it's going to give you, let me just do a flip away real quick here because I use a calculator for this. So it should be at -377.31. So it should be at -377.31 in the Nether. So let's go into the Nether. If we look at the lower left hand corner, it looks like it put it at almost exactly the right place, -376.32. Or if we look at the targeted block on the right hand side, -379.32. So it's only off by a couple of blocks, which is perfectly fine. It's in a perfect location. It didn't have to put it anywhere else because the location that we wanted happened to be on solid ground. So Minecraft did not have to make any adjustments and put this portal. It tries to put the portal someplace safe, right? So like in the one that we were just in, you know, it saw that was lava there, so it put the portal up in the air. Sometimes it'll put the portal at different coordinates, different X and Z coordinates, because it looks around for solid ground somewhere around that's safe and puts the portal wherever it thinks it's safe. So that's my portal, okay? Now, not too far away from me is Nancy's flower farm. And so when you step through that portal, it looks around to see where's the best place to put her Nether portal. It probably saw that I already had a portal right there. So it said, what the heck, we'll just use that one. Why create one? There's already one here. But the problem with that is that if I if I step through this portal, because I've already located it, it brings me out to Nancy's flower farm, which is what I want, right? So trust me, this is her storage area in her flower farm. Let me show you. So she's made some changes to her storage area, made it even better. So I keep coming back to her builds because she's doing the most on here. I mean, over time, the most changes. Other fantastic builders on here, but she's just Nancy just is ongoing. She just constantly building new stuff and just never stops. So there's always something new to show of hers. So this is the portal in the storage area. So we step through here and see how it brings me out right here. Now if I break this block right here, and I'm going to grab some obsidian. Hang on, I hope I didn't catch that thing in the window. If I break this and then I step through her thing, so I'm going to have to go like this. I'm going to have to go back through here. I want to demonstrate something. If I come back over to her flower farm, and you might have to rewind to understand this, or you can come see me on Discord to fully understand it. But if I just did let Minecraft put the portal where it wants, if for some reason decided that there was something unsafe about the calculated portal coordinates, I don't know why, because that looked pretty solid to me. Maybe it was in the wall or something, but it figured, I'm sorry, what it saw was that was a safe location, but what it saw was that there's already a portal there, so it just linked. It's going to link to that one. So when we step through here, it brings me out right here, which seems like, oh, well, we could just use one portal for everybody, right? See, there's her portal up there that I created, that I relinked. The problem with letting it do this is, since it uses this portal, when I step back through here, it doesn't bring me back to her flower farm. It brings me back to my swamp home. Now, she could just fly over to her flower farm, but that's not what we want. So what I did was I looked at her coordinates on her portal in her flower farm, and I got the exact coordinates of where her portal should be here in the Nether. And then I don't remember if this was exact, but it was within a few blocks, and I put a portal here. So now there's a portal here for her flower farm. So now if we step through this, it'll bring us out into her flower farm. So now she's got her own portal. Okay, so you can have portals that are relatively close to each other, but you have to relink the Nether portal so that they don't interact. Okay, and then around the corner we've got another one. This was doing the same thing. This is Duba's portal, and if I just if I step through his overworld portal, it'll just come out my portal like I just showed you. And when I step through my portal to go back, it would take him back to the swamp, and he's quite a distance from the swamp home, so that'd be pretty inconvenient for him. So what I did was I got the coordinates from the overworld portal, and I divided by 16, and I figured, and that told me where this portal really needs to be. It needs to be here. So I built him a portal and lit it up. Now if I step through here, it'll bring me out to his base in the overworld. And if you've seen my other videos, you might recognize this. There's my bee farm up there. There's our iron farm, and I believe I may have shown Duba's base in a previous video. So now he's linked up, so that straightens out the portals. So if you're going to be upgrading to 116 or doing anything where you're breaking portals in the Nether, and you've got, like on a server, this is common on a server where you got a lot of people there. They each want their own portal, but then you get into this cross portal stuff That's how to fix it. You've got to go into the Nether. You've got to get the coordinates of the overworld portal, and then divide by 16 to find out where it really is supposed to be in the Nether. Break the one that Minecraft created, or not break. Like, I don't want to break that one. That's mine, right? If you need to, if it put you in some weird place, break it. Otherwise, if you just are using somebody else's portal, leave that alone and just come over here and build your own in the right place. Light it up, and it should take you back to your place instead of taking you back to their place. So that was the main thing that I wanted to kind of cover. Everything else, I expected to have to do some portal linkage, so this is still the cutover to 116 was flawless. Everything works. And I had to make the adjustments that I anticipated, and we got some really, and that's all I had to make, and we got some really nice spawns here. So got all these really cool warped blocks, and we got nether wastes over here, and I'll bet if it looks like, let me look, Optifine's working on here. That's Crimson Forest right there. So I've got Crimson Forest right there. So I've got 3 out of the 4 biomes just within walking distance. The only thing left is the what do you call it? The Basalt Valley, right? So with that, I will get the achievement for having the tourist achievement for having found all the biomes, and I'll have all those beautiful blocks from that biome. And then the other thing would be a bastion, right? So I can get some cool blocks from the bastion. So I'm really looking forward to farming. I mean, coming here and exploring. Also, we're going to do some TNT mining. We're going to go down to level, what we learned was go down to about level 15 for TNT. If you're going to be doing it with a pick, go down to Y level 12 and mine down there with a pick. But we're going to be using TNT, and we're going to be going to either level 14 or level 15. And we got a nice surgical way to blast in the Nether. If you just do it randomly, you're going to end up with a big mess, and you're going to have a hard time finding anything. But we got a nice way where you can like blast out columns, big long columns down at that level. And every time we blasted like that, we found at least a couple pieces of ancient ruins, because they don't blow up. You can't destroy them with TNT. So you blow out all that netherrack, you'll find the ancient ruins, and then you get tons of gold and quartz by mining around like that. So that's going to be a fun video. Anyway, I think I'll just wrap it up right here. This is a nice place to wrap it. I appreciate you watching the video. Thanks a lot. If you like the video, please click the like button. If you have questions or comments, you know how to, you know what to do. Leave questions or comments below, or you can come to Discord and you can interact with me directly. You can interact with our community. The link to our Discord is in the description. And then we have this server, and we can whitelist you. You can come play here with us. And then I recently added Patreon, so the link to my Patreon page is in the description if you want to support me on Patreon. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.